Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Quinn Magecats Farrar, along with my co-caster Ryan. I don't know how to pronounce your username actually.
It's a great question. I believe it's pronounced Slytheon.
All right,
Let's
you
go with
you
that.
believed that your own username is pronounced Slytheon. Ryan Slytheon Felton.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to get into the IU Purdue game. This is the start of game one in a best of threes, and hopefully we got everyone situated now that we can actually hop right into champ select. But I don't know. I've casted both IU's games and Purdue's games. I like both teams personally, so I'm excited.
I do think this is going to be a very good game. Looks like the average team rank is about the same here.
Which makes for an awesome game. We don't have another OSU versus IUK game.
Yeah. There we go.
Hey!
Here we are in Champ Select.
Now I'm excited to see picks and bans. I know J4 has been highly contested, along with like Lulu and stuff.
Tragic.
Alright, Indiana starts off the banning phase, getting that Aurelian Soul out of the way.
I don't think
The taste of coward.
along with the Nidalee.
And Purdue responds with the Nidalee ban.
Nidalee's been very strong on this patch, at least, especially with Ardent Sensor changes. I've seen a lot of Ardent Sensor Nidalees go jungle.
There we go. Cut out for a second there.
Oh.
I was like, why I can't hear my co-caster.
Fine. It looks like they're target banning Holy Carp.
Yeah, really getting those mid laners out of the way early. And a standard Maokai ban coming out from Purdue. But yeah, they're really giving Carp a lot of respect with those first two bans.
Maybe they're thinking if they can cut off their mid lane, then they can open up from there. But
We'll see. We'll see if these mid lane bans stay consistent.
Never look back.
Taking out the Jace.
I would.
Interesting.
Yeah. I consider that to be more of a flex pick. Or a flex pick.
Yeah, because Jace can definitely still go mid. But he is pretty high priority. You don't want him to get through that first pick stage here. And then the Sedge coming out, the Sedge ban coming from Purdue. Pretty standard bans. That Nidalee one is interesting though.
It looks like they're just targeting. I wouldn't exactly say junglers since Maokai can still go top, but
We're seeing pretty role orientated bans coming from both sides.
and there's that Lulu pickup. Ardent Sensor
Of course.
still OP.
Now Janna is still open though.
Do you think they'll respond with another support pick? Nah.
Well, they're starting off with that Twitch pick though. Maybe. Yeah, they're gonna come in with that. That's interesting. I don't know if they really want to pick up the Janna now or risk it getting banned because Nami is still open as well. She's pretty high priority and works well with Twitch as well.
Oh, they're gonna. Yeah, they're
Does
just
look
locking.
like it. Yeah, they're gonna really secure that bot lane matchup early here.
I don't know if you pick up your ADC now or let it go into next ban phase, but
I would let it go into the next ban phase. And it looks like that's they're gonna secure that Gragas pick for the jungle. Good flex pick top too though. And they're gonna respond with Kog'Maw, yeah.
yeah, I agree with this pickup mainly because attack speed buffs plus you can't really let your ADC go into the next ban phase. I'm pretty sure those next two bans would have been either a Kog'Maw or Tristana.
You're very right, yeah. We're gonna see. We've seen two late game ADCs here. I wonder how the rest of the team comps are gonna form out around these two ADC picks.
Okay, we're going back into ban phases with the Vladimir pickup for. I think that's definitely going to be a mid Vlad. I've seen the last time he's played it and he got fed.
It was, yeah, it definitely worked out. I watched that game. It definitely was a successful pick.
Purdue saying no to the Ori. Saying, we don't want your Seist here. Well, especially since there's only 2 roles open.
Getting that Cho'Gath out on IU side. Definitely a smart ban there.
Shall return.
Jarvan is still open though, and he's a pretty high priority pick, especially with both top and jungle positions open on Purdue's side. I wonder if we're going to be seeing a Jarvan ban coming out now.
I wouldn't put it past them.
no, I'm just
a
mad.
Zac ban.
They will opt for the Zac. Very interesting.
Gungu is a Zac. I think he's a main. So.
Oh, okay, that makes sense then.
But I think we're just gonna see a plain old boring. Actually, I wouldn't put it past them to pick up Kayn.
Kayn would be a very interesting pick. Looks like they're gonna secure. Purdue's gonna secure the Rek'Sai in the jungle. I'd be very surprised if Jarvan was passed up through this pick phase.
Where would you put him? Would you put him top? Because that's probably gonna be a Corki mid.
Yeah, now that the Corki is secured mid, I would definitely go top. But the Jarvan versus Rek'Sai matchup isn't the worst either. Both can supply a lot of ganking pressure around the map.
I'm expecting this to be a top lane pickup. I don't think it's going to be a J4.
Maybe not anymore, no. It's going to be a Shen. Yeah, going to really secure that the safety around Kog'Maw here.
Yep, with Lulu ulti and Shen ulti, that provides a lot of shield and extra health.
Yeah, Purdue's going to find it really tough trying to kill that Kog'Maw in the late game here.
Not if they're all stunned. There's the Kennen pickup.
True.
The AoE. I haven't seen Kennen since he got... I don't think he was nerfed or if it just became irrelevant.
I think he just got pushed out of the meta. And we are loaded in on the Rift now.
Except... There we go. A couple seconds had to pass for us to actually get into the game, but...
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Have to go and apply scoreboard. There we go. But yeah, we're not going to see any invades. We're just going to see normal lanes, normal defensive setups.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Which is a bit unfortunate. I like seeing some action before 3 minutes.
But neither of these team comps are really orientated for early game. It's not too surprising. Looks like Rek'Sai will be starting on the Raptor camp at the start of this game.
Like, she does have a lot of AoE damage to take care of them.
Can really get a lot of experience in gold early, and opens up her clearing so that she can get an early gank out.
I think Gragas is going to rotate and do the same thing right now.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, similar strategies coming out from both sides.
No, he's going to start red buff.
Oh.
Just going to get into some early farming and other procedures. Nothing too exciting, unfortunately. My favorite games are the confiesas that you get into, where you can just...
I'm the same way. I'm seeing some training coming out in the mid lane here. Looks like Vlad's going to be able to just heal it all back, though. That's the thing with the Vladimir. He's a very frustrating champion to lane against. Just simply because trading does not do... It's just not as rewarding as it would be against other champions.
Yeah, his Q's... Some would consider, like, on the line bordering OP.
Yep.
At least to trade with. There's not much you can really do about it until you get a calling. Or calling executioners.
It's also such a great zoning tool as well. When you have the 2 stacks on a Vladimir Q, it forces that laner back, because if you get hit by it, not only do you give Vladimir more healing, but you're also going to take a huge chunk of damage as well.
Seeing a lot of trading intermingled with the CS. Especially bot side. Even though they're both at full health right now. It's impressive the amount of damage they've both taken. Corky going in for an unfavorable trade, but the Gragas is here. Vladimir's just going to pull away.
Yeah, I definitely do like the Vladimir pick here. He's a very safe laner. Looks like Rek'Sai's setting up for a gank against Corky in the mid lane here. In the enemy Raptor camp. Could see a tower dive. Yeah, there she goes in, and first blood. Ignite coming out from Vladimir.
Excellently timed gang. That definitely puts Gagnu ahead of Justin 1 in the jungle. Another gank coming out. Corky flashing forward to get Sheng flashing forward to get the stun onto Kennen. And it looks like
Bot lane being ganked by Rek'Sai at the same time. There you go. Ooh, there's a lot of action coming out all over the board here. Like I said, those junglers really early pressure is what they're really focused on right now.
there's a lot of ganks. I'm surprised.
Lulu is left without any sums now after that Rek'Sai gank. As well as Twitch Flash and Janna's heal.
There goes that barrier. Kennen goes in on the Shen, getting an easy kill. Trading mid lane, Vladimir and the Corky. It comes out pretty even. As we float all the way back down to the bot lane, I'm just gonna see some more CSing. Rek'Sai currently getting pinged towards the top side of mid lane. So it's interesting altogether. Especially since that top side is already cleared out by Justin.
Like, Gungu is looking for a gank up in the top lane here. Might be difficult because Kennen is pushed up a little bit. We'll see if they can make something out of this. Kennen coming in for the trades. It's a stun off here.
Gungu
Looks like
finally
Shen will
coming-
be able... Yeah. A little bit delayed there. Shen's able to make it back on her tower safely.
These are some serious trades coming out from both teams. Gungu's still coming around top side, even though Kennen's pushed it all the way up from the tower.
And find himself only being able to clear the scuttle up there. He could be setting up for another tower dive in the mid lane though.
Flash Q coming out of Gragas, going to get the Jana kill. Ulti also coming out of him, give Kog'Maw the kill after the barrier comes out. Easy pick up on the Twitch.
Kog'Maw just surviving with barely any health at all after tanking a couple turret shots there. Oh, that was a close one.
It was all calculated, doing just for the BM.
Corky being forced to back in the mid lane here. Polycarp is being able to just soak up the XP and gold. Push a couple minion waves under the tower here. It's just only going to increase the lead in the mid lane as Vladimir finds himself with a 20 CS lead over Corky here by 7.5 minutes.
That's pretty insane. Plus a kill up too.
Yeah.
That's probably what's keeping this gold differential pretty close at only 400 gold.
Yeah, we see a lot of the power being focused in around Vladimir on Purdue's side.
We're going to see an ult come out of Kennen topside, and Rek'Sai currently tower diving, going to ulti up, going to ulti in and get out.
Here's something that
There we go. We're seeing a lot of very well-coordinated tower dives here on Purdue's side, really utilizing Rek'Sai's ability to tower dive almost. Seeing a lot of CC coming out.
Yeah, that makes this Shen 0-2-1 up top lane. And another 10 CS down. So it looks like we can get some serious poke out of it. Or, I would say team fight out of Kennen with an ultimate coming in.
He's definitely going to be a threat in team fights that we'll probably see Gragas being forced to heal off of.
Just normal map rotations coming out from both teams. Rek'Sai going to pick up his red.
Gragas taking a look at Purdue's blue here. You might see some conflict as Rek'Sai makes his way down.
Kog'Maw and Lulu are going to back him up on this, just in case he's going to get away with their blue buff.
Successful steal, yeah. Corki even coming out from the mid lane here to make sure that that steal goes successfully.
Unfortunately, that also means he's going to get pushed off of most of his wave. Only able to pick up a couple minions from that.
At the same time, Indiana being able to sneak away the Infernal Drake from Purdue here. That's pretty important there.
All in all, both teams are pretty even. The gold's just jumping between both teams. Corki, unfortunately, just going to keep him poked out of lane. There's not much he can do against the Vladimir.
Yeah, once that Vladimir secures his lead like that, it's tough to come back. You can't really shut him down in lane either, because he's got that pool always to get him away from any ganks.
Anyway, Rek'Sai going to return the favor and steal their blue. So unfortunately,
An eye for an eye.
Groggy's just bot lane. Even though it looks like he's going back. Kog'Maw's very good at pushing up into their tower. But we might see a successful tower dive. 4 people looking bot side from Purdue, from IU.
Looks like they're gonna secure this first tower, Blood. And first tower falls to for IU here in the bot side. That's gonna help. That puts them ahead in gold. We see a transfer here.
Corki, using the package to get in, instantly regrets his decision as he's getting flashed on. Rek'Sai guns in, flashes the Rek'Sai ulti. Vladimir just going to walk away as well. Somehow Corki manages to make it out with his life.
Well, that was very aggressive on either side. Corki being just diving right into both of them here to protect this tower, but then Purdue even diving to his tier 2 tower there. Very aggressive. And here we see Rek'Sai setting up in the top side. Shen's not having it.
IU's looking to go get that Rift Herald. And he's just gonna decide, never mind. The damaging it once.
Rek'Sai stealing the Scuttle vision though from IU. That's pretty important. He gets that vision on Rift Herald. Make sure keep an eye on it. I do think this game is going to be decided by the buffs and objectives that each team is able to take, rather than power focused in their team fights. We saw the Infernal Drake fall to IU over here, and then I think the Rift Herald is going to play another important factor. That's going to snowball into more towers, more gold, more team fight potential. We'll see which team is able to handle it better.
These 3 people look topside to either get on the Kog'Maw or at least push it out.
Even Twitch coming topside as well. Shen being sent bot to soak up and push out. That Vladimir is going to be a problem, though.
Yes, currently looking 40 to 50 CS up on his laning opponent. That's pretty insane.
Yeah.
By 13 minutes.
And a 2-level lead as well. Corki finds himself in a very difficult position here. Zoned outside of his own lane.
Fortunately, after that first gank, he hasn't really been able to see any jungle pressure from Justin.
You see top and bot, you know, switching lanes here after seeing that first tower fall. Nothing too unexpected. Rek'Sai looking to gank Kog'Maw and Lulu up in the top lane now.
Graga's going for a very extended gank onto the cannon.
Going right through where the first tower would be.
He's just going to chase Kennen out of lane. A lot of trades coming out from top side. His Twitch is getting poked out. He's going to stay because he's got a Jonah.
And this poor Corki, man, being forced out of his own lane, only able to watch his tier 1 tower fall to Vlad and Rek'Sai. And that's going to be tower falling for Purdue here.
It looks like he's also going to gank jump by the cannon. He goes in. Vladimir's going to
Gonna be able to get out. Shen all coming out. Gragas coming in. What an excellent turnaround.
Wow. I was not expecting that. All the different little things to save his life.
And he just barely made it out too. We saw the Gragas coming. Did he flash for that to get there in time as well?
Yes, he
did. We saw the Gragas flash, the Shen ult, and Corki being able to barely get out.
Going in, ulting forward. Kog'Maw's already picked off the Twitch. Janna barely going to be able to keep Rek'Sai alive in the top side.
A lot of action coming out. This last minute has been very good for IU here. See the gold lead extend to just over 1,000 now, which is significant because it's been within 300-400 throughout the whole game. And we're going to see first tower probably, or the first tower in the top side fall for IU as well. Only advancing that gold lead more. Wow, we saw a lot of coordination from Purdue when it came to tower diving and during laning phase, but come towards these skirmishes and team fights, you really see IU coming out here. They're seeing the team comp really come together with Gragas and Shen's protective capabilities.
Yeah, definitely around both bot sides. Kog'Maw currently running 2-0 and another 20 CS up on his lane opponent Twitch. I'm going to stop that back by Kennen. Hopefully we'll see Corki pick up this mid tower. Eventually. He's got Corki's a little death. And IU's going to look towards the dragon.
Yeah, this first tier mid tower is all that's left on Purdue's side here. IU's gonna grab the elemental drake. Was that Earth? It was.
Those are 2 damaging dragons. No support dragons seen around here.
And here we saw Purdue really having a lead kind of throughout laning phase, but Indiana being able to secure these global objectives here with 2 dragons and the outer turrets. And we're seeing that gold difference kind of flipping almost in IU's favor.
Definitely, it's probably going to be a bit hard to come back. Rather that, it's going to be an amazing team fight that we're going to see.
Kennen in the top lane. Shen's top there as well, but you have to remember Shen has his ult up. He'll be able to join any team fight over this mid tower. Kennen's going to be either have to stay top or be forced to come for this team fight in the mid lane.
He still has teleport. He's still able to gank, but Kennen's just going to not going to join in. They're going to let their tier 1 fall.
Purdue's going to have to get the next Drake or maybe secure a Rift Herald, some towers are going to fall for them to come back and, you know, reestablish their lead here.
Definitely, especially since there's been a lot of standing gold that IU's just been able to pick up.
We're going to see several IU's members back, and then Corky following up now. We're about to see some item purchases coming out here.
Here's something that won't wash off.
And the gold lead is extended to 2,000 in favor of IU. Not too great, but definitely starting to favor one side here.
Again, that can all flip with one team fight. Ken currently putting some definite deep vision into IU's jungle.
And might get vision of Gragas, which is going to help a lot in terms of rotation.
Anyway, I'm a little concerned for IU. Since they have this lead, I don't know if they, like, what they're gonna do with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
I think the next fight we see will be either over Rift Herald, or if that gets replaced by Baron, then we'll probably see it for the next dragon coming up. What is the next dragon coming up? Do we know? Not yet.
it is Windrake.
Alright.
Anyway, there's only going to be roughly 30 seconds left on that Rift Herald, so if they're going to try to secure it, they better start doing it now. And IU is looking at that objective.
Establishing some vision control. Yeah, we see a team fight setting up here around this Rift Herald. Greg is flashing onto the
And Rek'Sai going in. Gragas LT's out the Kennen, and they're just going to back up after that since the Rek'Sai is down. Kennen flashing in, ulting, going to get the massive ultimate off on him. Gragas also going to do some major poke damage, trying to ulting. Gragas going back in on the Kennen, but Twitch is just going to be able to shut down the Corky. Flashing out as well. Shen goes in with the taunt and cleans up.
That three-man Shen taunt, holy crap, completely wrapping up that team fight there. Vlad being left standing to fight this 1v3. No one able... Did anyone secure that Rift Herald? I don't think so.
Nope, it just went down to Baron.
We definitely see a definitive lead coming out for IU after that team fight, though. Was that a 4-for-1? 4-for-2?
Yeah, 4-for-2.
We still see Vlad getting caught out here by Shen. Coming on, we see the pull coming out here. And Shen flashing on to the last hit that Vladimir. And we see one more fall on Purdue's side.
Director Cam not wanting me to see that for some reason.
Yeah, this gold lead extended to 3,000 after that team fight there. And it looks like IU is setting up for Baron.
They're just going to go
I
straight
think this
into
is
Baron.
Canceling out some vision with the pink ward here, but I think this is very aggressive.
Especially with the Lulu being so low. Cannon's going to be able to make his TP, but he's just going to be taken out.
Yeah, that TP was just a little too late. He landed from that TP just as Baron fell, and IU was able to switch their focus right onto him.
That's just going to push this lead even further now that Baron-assisted minions can actually like tank down the mid lane.
An almost 5,000 gold lead now in favor of IU. Plus Baron buff. This is going to be very difficult for Purdue to come back, but not impossible. You see the next dragon coming up, and that'll be probably the next focus area. Wouldn't be surprised if IU started setting up vision after pushing down, or trying to push down this tier 2 mid tower.
Looks like they're just going to switch their focus straight into that dragon. Now they're going to try to poke down the mid tower a little bit.
Establishing some vision on Purdue's blue side here. Gromp getting taken away by Kog'Maw. Looks like Kog'Maw's also going to pick up the Scuttle as well.
Yep,
Every piece of vision counts.
With 10 seconds left on Dragon, I would be surprised to see them all pull back from this. Go straight onto that objective. No, they're going to go mid.
Gragas smiting the wolves there.
Anyway, that's Gragas ults out of the way. Vladimir able to pull.
I don't know about that. We saw the smite coming out from Gragas. He's gonna have to wait for that read to recharge, and no ult on the Gragas as well. That's gonna be pretty bad if they end up fighting over the anything, to be honest.
No, they're just gonna pull back and then let the tier 2 tower fall. They're
Especially focused tier 2 of bot lane's tower now, as Shen had been pushing up the wave.
Purdue put into a very interesting position where they're not really able to do anything. They're just letting objectives go by the wayside. Yep, here comes the Drake. Will we see one of all 4 Drakes this game? I don't think you can, actually. They're limited to how many types of Drakes there are in the game.
I think you can see. I think you can get one of each. I do know there's 4 Drakes before the final one, Elder.
We're going to see 2 Infernal Drakes, so that's a very good Drake for IU.
IU definitely has a established map control over the whole map here. Tier 2 tower is gone for both mid and bot on Purdue's side. Not too many objectives left on the board for IU to take.
Well, a lot of Purdue is currently all top. I wonder if they're trying to protect that one last outer turret that they have.
I believe so.
But anyway, IU turning into a kill squad, running around in a group of 3 with Gragas shortly behind. Looks like they're going to change their focus onto the top green tower. But Shen bot lane able to split push.
Yeah, that ult is just invaluable. Shen.
God, got a flash plane into the middle of the entire enemy team. That's what I like to see.
Alright, I don't know if that was the best coordination on IU's side there. We see a little suicide bomber coming out. Definitely a misplay on IU's side. That was not much to talk about. That's gonna be the tier 1 tower gonna fall to Purdue here in the top side.
I want to know if it was the Kog'Maw or the Gragas that hit that.
That was definitely a mistake.
Anyway, Shen gonna be able to do some damage to this bot tier 3. After he's been left to his own devices.
We'll see. Do we know? Did you see who got that kill on Kog'Maw? Was it Twitch?
I think it was for Twitch. I don't remember, unfortunately.
That is if it was for Twitch, that would be. That's very important if it was on Twitch, though. We'll see if Purdue is able to segue that into, reestablishing some power here.
Unfortunately, it went on. Well, I shouldn't say unfortunately, but the Vladimir was the one that picked it up.
That's still not too bad.
Lulu and Kog looking to get caught out. Another team fight happening. Rek'Sai flashing in onto the Kog'Maw. Just going to get Lulu ulted. Colton going down to the Twitch. Vladimir also being able to pull away. As now Kennen flashes in with his ult, and he's going to take out the Kog'Maw. Only one left in this fight is Shen and Gragas. Corki's going to be taken out, but not Corki. Kog'Maw's going to take out the. I forgot who that was. I'm sorry. Anyway, Shen's going to be taken down by either the Vlad or the Cannon at this point. It's going to be the Cannon. The only one able to get out is the Gragas.
Wow. It's amazing what one simple mistake, Kog'Maw getting launched into the enemy team can do. We see the next team fight definitely going over to a Purdue side here for a 4-for-2 with pretty much all damage dealers still being up on Purdue's side there. That's a tier 2 tower in the mid lane going to fall to Purdue.
We're just going to back off, not able to push for that tier 3 since the rest of the team is up now.
And we're seeing that 6,000 gold lead that in favor of IU shrinking now only to about a 3,000 in the last couple minutes. Purdue finding, reestablishing some control of the game here.
Anyway, with that team fight out of the way, we're gonna look more towards this next Baron fight. The Baron's coming back up in 13 seconds. So, I'm very interested to see what comes out of this. There's a large wave top side, there's a large wave bot side that Shen's gonna push, and Shen has TP, not quite ultimate yet.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to see IU wait for this Shen ult, or they're just gonna go straight into Baron looking to rush it before Purdue can respond.
I don't think this is the best idea. Corki already getting pushed to like 1/8 HP. Vladimir taking out the Lulu instantly. Cork had an ultimate to catch up with Gragas. Only one left in this fight now is the Shen who TP'd it just a little too late, and that's going to be Purdue picking up the Baron.
Wow, a 5-0 in favor of Purdue. This is an insane comeback here.
And that's going to put the gold lead into Purdue's favor.
After securing that Baron, oh my goodness.
This is what I like to see. Anyway, drag coming up in 41 seconds. It looks like Purdue is going to start putting around vision in the area.
Secure that red buff on IU's side. Definitely, yeah, get some vision around that dragon. Because you said it was an Infernal, right?
Yeah, Infernal Drake coming up in 30 seconds. I wouldn't be surprised if they started peeling back, took out that next tier 1 tower.
Looks like Lulu's gonna get picked out here. Oh man.
GG, 13 seconds left on that Drake, and they're all going to take the blast plan over as Cannon takes out the tier 1 tower bot side.
This is mistake after mistake here on IU's side. Losing control of the map control that they had so solidified here. Looks like Infernal Drake is going to fall to Purdue's side without any contesting. And we'll see all members of Purdue back, cash in on the loads of gold I'm sure that they have after these last few minutes.
This is going to be very disheartening for the IU team after throwing such a large lead. And making it basically even.
It is essentially an even game now because I think this 1,000 gold lead over to Purdue's side I don't think it quite makes up for the Infernal, Air, and Mountain Drake that IU has, but we'll definitely be seeing a more even game and more even team fights here in the rest of the game. What an incredible last 5 minutes or so. That was just an incredible comeback here on Purdue's side, establishing, and they've tied up objectives as well as they could here with tier 2 tower falling in the bot side.
Yeah, forcing the entirety of IU to back now that there's 5 people bot side. Except for the Shen.
This is going to be a tier 3 tower as well, as IU does not notice 5 of Purdue centering around this bot side.
Rek'Sai gonna run in and knock up the Kagura. Kagura's gonna be taken out instantly. 3 people down to the Twitch and another one to the Vladimir. That is probably GG. Shen's still gonna be pushing topside. What a way to finish.
Wow. Purdue just absolutely blowing up IU in that last team fight. What a game, what a comeback. That's the type of game I like to see right there.